Hello and welcome. In this lesson, I will show you how you can make a slideshow, a simple one, which displays 3 images on a web page, and the images are flipped one after another by using a JavaScript code. And it is very important before you come to coding to ensure that the 3 pictures you have are of the same type. For example, here I have 3 pictures for Masai Mara game park, and all of them they are JPG. To confirm that, I will go ahead and right click one of them, choose properties, and you can see it is JPG. Even the last one is also JPG, as you can see here. So ensure the 3 images are of the same type. If you are using 5 images, ensure they are of the same type. Second, looking at my pictures, they are of different sizes. You can see. So I will edit these 3 pictures so that each picture is 600 by 400, or each picture will have width of 600 and height of 400. And to do the editing work, I'm going to do the following. I will just right click a picture and choose open with paint. In this window, you will see here down here, the dimension of picture is 1920 by 1080 pixels. I want to edit this picture so that the width will be 600 and the height will be 400 pixels. It is very simple. First, resize the height to 400, then crop the width to 600. To resize, you just click here, choose pixels, and come to the vertical or the height and give it 400 and click OK. Now you can see down here our image is 400 pixels, so we are going to crop the width. But when you are cropping the width, take care of whatever the picture is showing so that you don't cut important parts of the picture. I will go ahead and click here, select, and I want you to look down here until you see a 0. That is when I will press down the mouse button to start selecting. So I will just come here and point to the roof of this picture until I get 0 down there. You can now see I have 0 pixels for the height. So I'm going to press down the mouse button and select downward like this while reading the dimension down there, 590. Right now it is 600 by 400. Now I will release the select tool and I'm ready to crop now. You can see now the dimension is okay. I will click here, crop, and now I will just save here and I'm done. I will move to the second picture. I will right click it, open with paint, just come to resize, choose pixels, height of 400, click OK. Down here you can see height is done. Now I want to crop away 46 from 646 so that I remain with 600 here. And I want to take care of my picture content. I will remove the left part. I don't want to cut the head of this first animal here. So I will just click select, point to the corner until down here it reads 00. Let me try to achieve it if I can. you need to be very cautious. So that is not bad. My height is 0, and I will select until I get 600 width. Now we can see my selection is 600 by 400. I will go ahead and crop and then save my picture. I will go to my third picture, right click, open with, paint, resize pixels, height of 400, click OK. Now I will have to remove 86, but looking at the pictures of the giraffes are on the right side of the pictures, so I will crop away the left side of the picture. In that case, I will click select and try to achieve my 0 from this other end. Let me try to get my 0. Now I got my 0 there in the second coordinate. I will press down the selection tool and select until I get 600 by 400 down here. Exactly, now you can see my dimension is 600 and 400, and I've taken the right side of the picture. I will go ahead and crop, then I will save and close this up. So all these pictures are now 600 by 400. If I point to a picture like this, you can see now it is 600 by 400, and they are all of type JPG. And also ensure all the pictures for the slideshow are numbered 1, 2, 3 like that. So I will go ahead now and show you how to create the slideshow using HTML and JavaScript. Start Notepad, and here I will write my code. This is HTML, and close this tag down here. I will split my page into the head part and the body part. Remember, it is in the body that is where the information on the web page is displayed, and in the head, things like page titles and a bit of coding is done there. So I will come in the head and insert the title for the page. Here I can just call it slideshow, because this page will be showing pictures. And below here I will apply some CSS code for some of the items in the body of this page. So I'm putting these style tags. Then inside the body, of course, I want heading. Using H1, I can write here Masai Mara Game Park, which is in Kenya. And below this heading, I can have my paragraph, which says take your holiday this year and visit Masai Mara Game Park. Okay, that is just an introduction paragraph. Now below this paragraph I can insert my picture using IMG. And remember, my pictures are numbered 1, 2, 3, so I want the first picture to appear. Here, and this picture tag, I want to give it an ID because I will refer to it in the JavaScript code. Let me call it image. Now I will go ahead and save this. Before I save it, I want to give this heading H1. I want to give it a red color. And I want to apply a font type or font family, which is known as Chila. Then I will save. Yes, on the desktop inside this, and give it the name slideshow.html. Don't forget that to change it into a web page. Now going back to my folder here, you can see I have created a new web page. I will open it. It looks cool with the title for the page here, slideshow. I have heading, and also I have a paragraph. Take your holiday this year and visit Masai Mara Game Park. And I have the first picture displayed on the web page. Now what I want to do is to create a slide show to switch the images. The first thing to do, I will come here in the body part, and in this tag I will give it instruction on load. It means when the page is loading, I want a certain function to run, and that function is called start. So immediately the body part loads, this function will run, and that function itself is a JavaScript function which I'm going to define here. Let me define it down here. Remember, the JavaScript code, you have to enclose it with the 2 script tags like that. This is what I'm going to do. I will come and create a variable for the timer, and also create another variable called count, and give it a value of 1. Then I will create the function start, just like that. That is the function start. Now in the start, I will come here and start my timer by setting interval. Set interval just like this, and I'm going to call another function called run after every 3000 milliseconds. Milliseconds is equivalent to we can change 3000 milliseconds into seconds by dividing by 1000. So 3000 milliseconds means 3 seconds. That is the only thing I will do inside the start function. So I will come again and define what is run down here. by just writing here function run, just like this, and this is what is happening. After 3 seconds, when run is called, it will simply go to the document and get element by the ID, and that ID, remember, is this one for the image tag. This is the ID. I'm going to copy it and using quotation marks paste it here. After getting that tag for the image, it is supposed to give it the value of the count. You see, count has 1 at the moment, so it will give this a value of count, which means picture 1 at the moment. Then this count will be connected or will be merged with the following string .jpg, like that. Meaning, take what is inside the count and put .jpg to it. You will get the name of a picture, and that picture is what is to be shown. Then after this statement, we need to check here. If we will be checking here using the if, we will check if this count is less than 3. And if it is less than 3, we will be adding 1 to it, then returning the answer back to the same count. So if after applying the picture here, we check if this count is less than 3. If it is indeed less than 3, we take what is in count, we add 1 to it, and give it back to count. But in case this if is not less than 3, this is what will be done. So I will write here else. Else means if the first condition is not met, this one, then it will do what is down here. So in case what is in count is not less than 3, then it means we will not add 1 to it, but we will return its value to 1 by assigning a 1 to it, so that it starts counting again from 1. I will come and remove this equal sign. This is an error. We are not supposed to put equal sign. You just write var for variable, then t, like that. Let me save the changes. Now I will refresh this page, and the slideshow is now playing. You can see after 3 seconds the pictures are being flipped, and this is the most simple slideshow you can ever make using HTML and JavaScript. Go ahead and try this at home and see if you can achieve it as well. Thank you for participating in this lesson. See you next time. Bye bye.